Hi everyone, you're watching Yoga with Ellie Camille. I'm Ellie. Today we're going to be focusing on flexibility. This is often one of the goals that students have when they come to do yoga, and it's a really great goal to have. Flexibility can increase blood circulation, reduce the risk of injuries, and improve your balance. If you would like some props today, 2 blocks might be good. So if you have those, pause the video, go grab them. If you don't have blocks, something in your house like a thick book would serve the same purpose. I'll offer modifications throughout the video, but if you have an injury or something's not feeling right and you need some suggestions, please let me know in the comments and I'll respond with some advice. At any time today, if you feel the need to rest, you can withdraw to child's pose. This is your personal practice. Be mindful and make sure that you're listening to your body. All right, if you're not already there, slowly come to a comfortable seat on your mat. We're gonna begin with a few simple stretches. Start by making small, slow circles with your nose. First one way, and then the other. As you stretch out your neck, you can experiment by making the circles bigger if you'd like. Bring your head and neck back to center. Roll your shoulders forwards and backwards. Stretch out your wrists, rotating them one way and then the other. If it feels good, gently twist to the side and then the other side. Find small stretching movements that feel good to you today. And as you're doing these, focus on your breathing and moving slowly. When you're ready, we're going to move into bound angle pose. So bring your feet together, your knees bent, let your knees fall gently open to the sides. Grab your toes, your ankles, your shins, whatever feels best. Sit up tall on your sit bones. Find length in your spine. Inhale. And as you exhale, begin to hinge forward at the hips, keeping your spine nice and long. Take a couple breaths here. On your next inhale, sit up tall. Straighten your legs in front of you. Keep that length in the spine. Inhale your arms up overhead and exhale, hinge forward at the hips towards your legs as far as you can go, keeping length in the spine. And then let your hands fall to your shins, your ankles, your toes if you can reach them. And breathe. On your next inhale, come back up. Come forward to tabletop position. Tuck your toes. And on your next exhale, lift your knees and your tailbone high to downward facing dog. Press your heels into the ground, but it's okay if they don't make it all the way there. Think about drawing a long line of energy through your thighs and allow your biceps to frame your ears. Take a full breath in and out. On your next inhale, lift your right leg up behind you. Exhale and bring your foot in between your hands. Lower your left knee. And on your inhale, bring your hands to your thighs, crescent lunge. You can stay here, or you can bring your hands to heart center in prayer, or sweep them overhead. Take a full breath in and out. On your next inhale, tuck your toes and lift your left knee into high lunge. Keep that left leg straight, your heel pressing back towards your mat. Engage your core. Breathe. On your next exhale, slowly lower your knee back to crescent lunge. Bring your hands to the ground on the inside of your right foot and move the right foot closer to the edge of your mat. Lizard lunge. You can deepen this pose by coming down to your forearms if you like. Breathe. Keep your right knee over your right ankle, hugging in towards your body. Your next inhale, come back up to your hands if you're on your forearms. Send your right knee back to meet the left knee. Tuck your toes and send your hips high to downward facing dog. Melt your heels towards the mat. Take a deep breath. Slowly lower your knees to the ground. Bring your big toes to touch. And you can keep your knees together, or you can send them out wide. Sit your heels back towards your feet. Child's pose. So walk your hands out in front of you. Bring your chest between your thighs. And if you can, bring your forehead to the mat. You can also put your forehead on a block if that feels better. And just rest for a breath or two. On your next inhale, come up to tabletop. Tuck your toes. Send your hips high to downward facing dog. Inhale, lift your left leg up high behind you. Exhale, bring your foot in between your hands. Lower your right knee. Inhale, crescent lunge. Bring your hands to your thigh. And And then again, you can keep your hands on your thigh, bring them to prayer, or sweep them overhead. Take a few breaths here. If your back knee is hurting a little bit, you can back off of the stretch, or you can put a blanket underneath your knee or fold your mat for some padding underneath that knee. So just make sure you're listening to your body. Don't let these poses hurt. Yoga's not supposed to hurt. On your next inhale, tuck your toes of your right foot and lift your right knee into high lunge. Keep your thighs engaged and your core pulling in. Take a full breath. On your next exhale, slowly lower your right knee back to crescent lunge. Bring your hands to the ground for lizard lunge. On the inside of your left foot, walk your left foot a little bit towards the edge of your mat. With lizard lunge, you can keep your back knee on the ground or it can be lifted. And then you can also come down to your forearms to deepen the stretch. Keep your left knee hugging into your body. Breathe. On your next inhale, come up to your hands if you're on your forearms. Step your left knee back to meet your right knee. Tuck your toes. And exhale your hips up into downward facing dog. Keep your neck and your head soft. Inhale, look forward at your hands. And exhale, walk your feet up to meet your hands in forward fold. Keep your feet rooted to the mat. On your next inhale, lift up halfway. Keep your neck and your chest and your hips in a straight line. Your hands can come to your shins, your thighs, the floor, or they can just be hanging in front of you. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, come up with a flat back, arms out and up overhead. Exhale, float your arms down to Tadasana. Feet, bring your big toes together. Engage your quads slightly. Lift up through the arches of your feet. Take a nice deep breath. Awesome. We're going to do 5 rounds of sun salutations. Feel free to move through at your own pace, or you can follow along with me. At the top of your mat, start in mountain pose. Inhale your arms out and up overhead. Exhale, hinge forward at the hips, coming down with a flat back into forward fold. Your fingertips can be on the mat, your ankles, shins, a block, if you would like, wherever feels good. Inhale, halfway lift. Remember, a nice long line with your back. Exhale, forward fold. Plant your palms. Step one foot back into a low lunge, and then the other foot back into plank. Exhale, lower your knees, and then slowly lower the rest of your body, keeping your elbows hugged in. Pause at 90 degrees and then lower the rest of the way. It's really important to do this pose with good alignment and mindfully. Chaturanga. You want to avoid injury with your shoulders, so keeping your elbows hugged in and doing the pose on your knees until you build up enough strength will help avoid injury there. Inhale, lift the crown of your head for cobra. Exhale, come back down. Inhale, come up to tabletop. Exhale, send your hips high to downward facing dog. Inhale, step one foot back to 1 foot up to lunge. Exhale, the other foot up to meet it in forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, arms out and up overhead. Exhale, float them to your sides in Tadasana. Okay, that was 1 round. 4 more. Inhale, arms up and overhead. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Step 1 foot back and then the other to plank. Lower your knees, chaturanga. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, soften. Inhale, up to tabletop. Exhale, hips high to downward facing dog. Inhale, step 1 foot up and then the other. Exhale and forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, come all the way up with a flat back, arms overhead. Exhale, float your arms down to Tadasana. Okay, if you haven't already, take your eyes off the screen and just let my voice guide you. Inhale, arms out and up overhead. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Plant your palms. Step 1 foot back into a low lunge, and then the other foot back into plank. Exhale, come through chaturanga. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, come back down. Inhale to tabletop position. Exhale, your hips high to downward facing dog. Step 1 foot back, 1 foot up, and then the other. Exhale into forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, your arms out and up overhead. Exhale, Tadasana. Inhale, arms out and up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Plant your palms, and maybe this time you hop both feet back at the same time, straight into plank, if you like. Exhale, come through chaturanga. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, down. Inhale, tabletop. Exhale, hips high to downward facing dog. And then maybe this time you jump both hands up to forward fold. Exhale. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, your arms out and up overhead. Exhale, Tadasana. All right, last round. Let's do it all together. Inhale, your arms out and up overhead. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Plant your palms. Get back to plank however you choose. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, come down. Inhale up to tabletop position, tuck your toes. Exhale, hips high to downward facing dog. Inhale, and then exhale up to forward fold, however you like. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, arms out and up overhead. Exhale, arms down to Tadasana. Awesome job, you guys. If you need to pause and get some water, please do that. Listen to your body and then come jump back in whenever you're ready. When you're ready, turn to face the long edge of your mat. Step or hop your feet wide. Turn your right foot 90 degrees so that it's pointing at the short edge of your mat. Inhale your arms up so that they are parallel to the floor. And bend your right knee. Adjust your feet if you need to. Bend your right knee until it is directly over your right ankle. And then look out over your right fingertips, warrior two. Take a full breath in and out. On your next inhale, straighten your right knee. Turn your right foot back to parallel with the short edge. Turn your left foot 90 degrees. Inhale your arms out. Bend your left knee until it is directly over your ankle. Try to keep your hips level. And then look over your left fingertips if that feels good. And breathe. On your next inhale, straighten your left leg. Turn your left foot back to parallel. Turn your right foot towards the short edge. Inhale your arms out. Exhale, bend your knee back to warrior two. Inhale. Exhale, reverse warrior. Bring your left leg down, left arm down your leg. Bend back a little bit and bring your right arm up overhead, bicep by your ear. A little bit of a back bend here. Look up towards your fingertips. On your next inhale, come up to warrior two. Exhale, extended side angle. Bring your right forearm to your thigh and your left hand over your ear, pointing towards the front of your mat. Keep your chest rotated outward and upward. Breathe. On your next exhale, bring your hands to the ground, framing your right foot. Pivot on your left foot into low lunge. Loop your shoulders back and shine your heart forward. Plant your palms and step your right foot back into downward facing dog. Take a breath here. On your next inhale, lift your left leg high behind you. Exhale, bring your foot in between your hands. Excuse me. Plant your right heel on the ground, turning your foot out. Inhale and windmill your arms up to warrior two. Press into the outer edge of that back foot. Keep your left knee over your ankle. I'm going to turn so that I'm facing you guys. Take a breath here. Inhale, and then on your exhale, reverse warrior. Bring your right hand down your right leg, left hand overhead. Shine your heart up towards the ceiling. Inhale, come up to warrior two. Exhale, extended side angle. Bring your forearm to your thigh, your right hand overhead, pointing towards the front of your mat. Breathe. Keep your legs strong. On your next exhale, bring your hands to the ground, framing your left foot. Pivot on your right foot. Low lunge for a breath. Make sure you're shining your heart forward. And then exhale and step your left foot back to meet the right and downward facing dog. On your next inhale, lift your right leg up behind you. Exhale, bring it in between your hands. Low lunge. Plant your left foot, about 90-degree angle. Inhale, windmill your arms up to warrior two. Turn around again. Breathe. Inhale, reach forward a little bit, and then exhale, reverse warrior. And try to keep some lift in your torso so that you're not crunching into a back bend on your left side here. Inhale, back to warrior two. Exhale, extended side angle. Forearm comes to the thigh. Left arm comes overhead. Take a few breaths here. On your next inhale, straighten your right leg and bring your fingertips to the floor. This is triangle. Fingertips can also be on your ankles or your shins or a block if you need that. Left arm straight up to the sky. And breathe. On your next exhale, lower your left arm to the ground. Frame your right foot with your hands. Pivot on your left foot and bend your right knee into low lunge. Plant your palms. Step your right foot back to meet the left in downward facing dog. Take a breath here to reset. On your next inhale, lift your left leg up and exhale, bring it in between your hands. Plant your right foot. Inhale your arms up to warrior two. Look out over your left fingertips. Inhale, reach forward a little bit, and then exhale, reverse warrior. Draw a long line of energy out through your fingertips. Inhale, come back to warrior two. Exhale, extended side angle. Forearm to the thigh, right hand overhead. Keep that energy going out through your right fingertips now. On your next exhale, move into triangle pose. Straighten your left leg. Bring your left hand to the point that is comfortable. Floor, shin, ankles block. Right hand straight up overhead. Chest is continuing to rotate outwards. Keep your head and neck an extension of your spine. And breathe. On your next exhale, bring your right hand towards the ground, frame your left foot, pivot on your right foot, bend your left knee in low lunge. Plant your palms and step your left foot back to meet the right in downward facing dog. Spread your fingertips wide, pressing onto all 5 fingers, all 10 fingers on each hand. Walk your feet up to meet your hands. Exhaling in forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, arms out and up overhead. Exhale, float them to your sides and Tadasana. Awesome job, you guys. A few more big poses to go. We're going to do tree pose, practice some balance. Start in mountain pose, feet together, core engaged, palms by your sides facing outwards. Keep your core engaged, and also finding a spot to focus on is going to help you balance. So go ahead and find that spot, something that's not moving, and begin to shift your weight into your left foot and peel your right heel up and then your toes off the ground. You can place your right foot, you can leave your toes on the ground so your foot's on your ankle. You can place your foot on your calf or your thigh. You want to avoid the knee to prevent any injuries, and then swing your right knee open to the side. Bring your arms up overhead, palms facing each other, tree pose, and breathe. When you're ready, slowly exhale and release everything back down. Maybe give it a little shake before we switch sides. And then reset into Tadasana. Shift your weight into your right foot and slowly bring your left foot up. Again, you can leave your toes on the ground and place your heel right above your ankle, calf, or thigh. Just avoid that knee. Swing your left knee out to the side And then inhale your arms up overhead. You want to keep length coming out of that right hip. Definitely don't want to dump into the hip. Keep it strong. And breathe. As you exhale, pull your shoulders away from your ears, down your back. If you fall, it's okay. You can just rest or you can jump back into the pose, but it's all right. I promise we'll catch you. When you're ready, exhale everything back down and come to Tadasana for a breath. Engage your quads, lift up through your kneecaps. If you're not facing the front of your mat, go ahead and do that. Step your right foot back 3 or 4 feet and turn your toes a little bit out, about a 45-degree angle. Bring your hands to your hips, keep your hips square, and hinge forward over that left leg, coming into pyramid pose. Your hands can be in a couple different positions here. They can reach towards the floor, rest on your ankle. If you want to use blocks here, maybe one on each side of the foot for your hands to rest on. Your hands can also come to prayer, or they can come behind you. You can clasp your fingers and have your hands, your palms facing up. Grab the elbows, reverse prayer if you're able to do that. Whatever feels good. And as you've hinged as far as you can, then you can round your upper back and let your neck become soft and your head hang down. Breathe. On your next inhale, engage your core and bring your torso up. Step your right foot back to meet your left foot in Tadasana. Pyramid on the other side. Engage your core. Step your left foot back 3 or 4 feet. Turn the toes out slightly, maybe pointing towards the corner of your mat. Hands to your hips. Hinge forward over your right leg this time, and then let your hands come to whatever position feels best. Round your upper back and let your head fall towards the ground. Keep your hips squared towards the front edge of your mat, pulling the right hip crease back. And breathe. On your next inhale, engage your core to come up. Step your right foot up to meet the left in Tadasana. Inhale your arms out and up overhead. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Plant your palms. Step one foot back and then the other into downward facing dog. Slowly bring your right knee behind your right wrist and your foot behind your left hand, bringing your shin down. Pigeon pose. The more parallel your shin is to the front edge of your mat, the deeper the stretch is going to be. So adjust to whatever feels comfortable. Your foot can be back by your hip if that's what feels good. Send your left leg back behind you, knee on the ground, back of the foot, top of the foot on the ground, and then come up onto your fingertips, walking your torso up a little bit. To deepen the stretch, you can come down to your forearms, and you can use blocks here if you need. A block beneath your hip might help if you've got really tight hips, or if you wanted to come down to your forearms and place your forehead on a block. You can also place your forehead on your hands if you like. And breathe. If you're on your forearms, inhale and come up to your hands. Tuck your toe and kind of lift up out of that hip so that you can bring your right knee back to meet your left knee. We're going to do pigeon on the other side. So bring your left knee up behind your left wrist, your foot, adjust your shin to wherever is most comfortable. And maybe this side's different. Maybe you're more parallel or less. Maybe your foot's back closer to your right hip. And then send your right leg behind you. And again, be up on your fingertips with your torso and your crown lifted. Or you can come down to your forearms to deepen the stretch. And breathe. This is such a good pose for flexibility. It's a huge stretch in the hips, but you're also stretching out your groin area, your leg muscles. Some people hate this pose, but really great if you are looking to improve flexibility. Take one more full breath here. And when you're ready, come back up to your hands. Slide your left knee back to meet your right knee. And then come back to sit on your sit bones. Send your legs out in front of you straight. Seated forward fold like we did at the beginning. So make sure you're sitting on the sit bones, spine nice and long. Inhale, your arms up overhead. Exhale, hinge at the hips, over your legs, and let your hands fall to the spot that feels best. And when you've hinged as far as you can with a flat back, then you can round your upper back and bring your head down closer to your legs. Don't force anything here. Listen to your body and only go as far as feels good. On your next inhale, come up. Slowly roll your way down to lay on your back. Bring your knees into your chest. Happy baby pose. So grab your feet or your ankles or your toes. Bring your knees out wide and then press your heels into your hands. And if it feels good, you can rock side to side, like a baby. When you're ready, inhale, let go of your hands and straighten your legs out above you, pressing your heels into the ceiling, just one ceiling hopefully. Arms straight up as well. Little dead bug before we move into Shavasana. If you would like to kind of rotate your feet or your hands, that feels good. And then let it all fall to the ground. Adjust yourself into a comfortable lying down position. Let your feet fall outwards. Hands are by your sides with your palms facing up. Gently close your eyes. This is Shavasana, or corpse pose. We're going to stay here for a few minutes. Make sure you're comfortable. This is the time for all the work you just did to stretch your body to sink in. So let the benefits of your practice soak in as you lay and observe your breath. Just observe, don't force anything. Notice where you feel your breath entering your body, maybe your nostrils or the back of your throat. Notice it leaving your body. Maybe you feel your belly contract slightly, or you feel the air on your upper lip. Breathe in and out naturally as you release the tension from your body. Bring your attention back to the room. Wiggle your fingers and your toes. When you're ready, gently open your eyes. And in your own time, turn to your left side and then push up into a comfortable seated position. Bring your hands to your heart in prayer. And try to bring this flexibility with you into your everyday life. Tony Robbins, a famous motivational speaker, said if you are truly flexible, there is really very little you can't accomplish in your lifetime. So, go out in the world and accomplish anything you want, anything you set your mind to. Thank you so very much for practicing with me. I hope that I see you in the next video. Namaste.